Howdy, all of you delicious people. Today I'm here to do another edition of Movie Director Simulator. I know it's probably been a while since the last time I did this to now, but I don't know, I just thought it'd be a really interesting time to go back into movies again. Um, yeah, it's like I know somebody was talking. There's a lot of questions that usually come up on these episodes. So like every time somebody like asks a question, like I want to try to fulfill that answer through a video, but also like I commented and actually legitimately told them what's going on. Evidently somebody asked about auctions. What do you want to sell? I'm assuming for auctions you could probably sell like these properties here, but or like the transports you could probably sell those. Um, if eventually you want to get rid of them. But I believe most of the auctions are for if you make a movie mistake. Like, say, for example, if I made a movie, I made a horror 18 plus movie, and then kind of midway through, I'm just like, you know what? I don't really want to make a horror movie. Like, I don't want to make it at all. Like, I would rather make a romance 0 plus movie. And then, like, once I make a movie, at any aspect, I can go to the auction here and that movie will be here and I could just click on it and just make a little bit of money of what kind of work that I put into the movie, but like it won't be as much as if I legitimately put it out in the world because people make mistakes. People make mistakes. But yeah. So right out of the gate, I'm going to try and make a film, but of course, as per usual, I'm going to go into contracts. And a lot of people ask about the contracts. Really, at the end of the day, there is, of course, as per usual, age range in the middle, genre, if you want to do a specific genre, or, of course, um, quality is key. If you're normally like I'm doing right now about 40 to 50% quality on all my movies, then like quality is kind of gonna determine whether you get a big batch of money or not. That actually kind of maybe for Halloween, considering it's really close to Halloween, I might have to do kind of like a horror thing in this movie, just because Halloween is coming up close. So it's a 12 plus horror movie. I gotta remember that. Yeah. So we're gonna do. Script is gonna be a 2. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of interesting horror movies lately. Um, it's really, really like on top of just watching movies. It's just been an interesting way of going about doing things. So, yeah, I'm gonna go and do a Jabba. I'm gonna do a Jabba. Pink, green, purple. But yeah, just to let you know, you guys can go down to the link in the description and donate to the channel. That's $1 a dime. You can donate any time. There's no tier system. There's no holding any content hostage. At the end of the day, it's just to say that you like something beyond hitting the like button. And I already don't know what the middle shapes were. Timeout. Dang it. Green, green, purple. Green, green, purple. But yeah, on YouTube, I had watched a bootleg version of Maniac Cop, which that was kind of fun to do because I couldn't find it anywhere else, and everything that I need to do has to be like really cheap. So basically free. So yeah, it's just ah, I need to stop talking while I do these. Purple, green, pink. Purple, green, pink. Okay, so purple, green, pink. All right. Purple, purple, green. Purple, purple, green. Yeah. So purple. Purple green. Yeah. Okay. Writing the script. I think female was the last one, so I'll make a male character. Uh. Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Mason. Mad Dog Mason. Sounds like a killer already. You have started writing a script. Yeah, I have. Mad Dog Mason. Kind of sounds like those old like 80s movies where they have to give somebody a real like over the top name that honestly makes no sense to have a overly top name, but and how like no one would ever call their son or daughter that, but they just get this like bizarrish nickname that just sticks with them, or just bizarrish name that just like they go with that. It's weird and bizarre. It is what it is. Green, purple. Yeah. So green, green, pink. Green, green, pink. Green, green, pink. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've really been like for a lot lately. I've just been actually like I've really been happy about the stuff that I've put out. Like there are still like there were still just a lot of stuff that I just put out because I had to, um but a lot now I'm just like, you know what? I just want to do this, so let's just do it and just see what happens. And yeah, some of that might not have the greatest results, but I've just been happy putting out what I've been putting out. So, Mad Dog Mason, a former policeman of a small city, Providence City, stricken with a zombie virus in the world, is gathering a group of like minded people with whom the association of people, uh, association of human communities begins. In case of the plot, an unexpected turn of the history is revealed. They are the last living people on Earth. Man, this script is a load of garbage. But I think there is honestly something to work with here, so I might have to. Okay. One, Mad Dog Mason. You know what I said before about somebody becoming, like he sounds like a villainous name? Um, that might come true here. Mad Dog Mason, a former policeman. No, 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 no. Let's go that he's a policeman. A policeman of a small city. Yeah, small town. I'd rather say small town, but whatever. We'll go with small city. Stricken with a zombie virus. I like the whole virus thing. Uh, but there's a twist. There's a twist. A policeman of a small city that Mad Dog Mason, a policeman of a small city where we are seeing a small outbreak because it's a small city. Everything has to be small. Uh, where we, where we where we see where we no we hear where we hear reports. I'm gonna try as much as possible to not make this sound like the Chud movie that I saw and reviewed on this channel. Uh, we heard. Where we heard? Where we heard reports. Yeah, reports about people getting sick through the town. Doctor scrambling to combat. We could almost make Mad Dog Mason a doctor. That would probably make a lot of sense. But if anything, it would probably make more sense for him to be a policeman, and I'll explain why. Scrambling to combat. Maybe Mad Dog is going to be a sheriff. A sheriff policeman. He's going to be like the top policeman. A sheriff policeman. We can basically just say sheriff, and you'll probably figure that out. A sheriff of a small city. I don't want to say sheriff, though, because that sounds too much like The Walking Dead. Just a generic policeman. God, why am I just back and forth with this story? Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but I want to get it right. Where we heard reports about people getting sick through the city. Doctors scrambling to combat the illness, but have no clue how to match symptoms with a common a common illness. So we get this policeman that is just kind of like walking around town, kind of kissing babies and shaking hands and whatever. It's a small town, it's a small city, everybody, like, kind of knows everybody. Like, when this guy goes to a restaurant, like, everybody, like, hey, you eat for free, because he's just, like, he's a popular cop or whatever. Where we heard reports about people getting sick through the city. The doctors scrambling to combat the illness, but have no clue how to match symptoms of a common illness with what's going on. Eventually, if I could spell eventually right, sure. These people foam at the mouth and pass on before the doctors can make a word edgewise of what's really going on. It's a bizarre sickness that they can't really figure out what's going on, and like and every time that somebody starts to get sick, the doctors are like, but yeah, there's a ticking time bomb on this person. And like, if we don't figure out what's going on, this person is eventually going to die. But after these people die, they come back to life. To attack the city. But the clever thing about this is Mad Dog Mason is this police officer that's kind of really he was this hard hitting cop, and he's seen a lot of stuff. He's seen drugs through the town. He's seen radioactivity going on in the town. Like a lot of people just dumping things in his town. Like he's seen a lot of stuff, and like if anything, he's just kind of gone through a lot of like biohazardous things. Um, he is a he's forcibly, because this force is so small. He's not only just like a normal detective, but on the side he does some like CSI stuff as well because this department is so small and so short. Um, Eventually he kind of does some things here and there to help out the CSI people. And like again with that, like on top of that, like that kind of like um there's chemicals involved in that. Just like this guy is a like a walking just like every kind of like biohazardous thing that's ever come across in his town. He's been a part of it. And eventually, there is still like they're working on a case right now where, because this is such a small town, that like stuff is just surprisingly just continuously just being dumped into the city, just kind of because nobody gives about a small town. And eventually, these cops find upon it and are just like, what the heck is going on? Eventually, Mad Dog eventually starts saying hi to everybody, kissing babies, waving at everybody because he's just the well known cop. But what we don't realize is after time of this guy dipping into all this bacterial biohazard, what have you, this guy is the main character of this film, and this guy is a good guy, but he's just like a cop that is not on the edge. No, like he's just like a guy that he always does the right thing, and like the whole mad part of it is just that like yeah, that's just his name because he's a good cop and we all love him. Uh, like he's man's best friend, but like don't get him angry. Um, but yeah, this guy is a walking biohazard, and he has no clue. This guy's a walking biohazard, and he starts affecting people. If anything, this guy, he like this Mad Dog, yeah, Mad Dog is a walking biohazard, and starts infecting people by touch. All they have to do is touch this guy. And people are starting to become sick. Like, this guy has no clue what's going on because he himself is not at all infected by this. Maybe every once in a while, like, he'll see this, like, bizarre looking bruise, but that's it. Like, every once in a while, he'll see, like, a green bruise appear. And it's like, well, that doesn't seem like a normal color of bruise, but he just kind of washes it off as just like, well, hey, maybe I kind of just like, when I went to kind of take this guy out and book this guy, maybe I hit something by accident, didn't realize it. Like, if anything, I'm sure a lot of people like me, like like through my jobs that I've had, like I would have gigantic bruises in bizarre places, and I would just wash it off as just like, oh, well, yeah, it's just part of the job, and then I would just kind of like keep going about my day. To where this guy is just a human walking biohazard and is making everybody in the town sick, and absolutely nobody's aware about it until it becomes too late. Like, this guy is the last, um, like, him and like a few others are just end up being the last stand against all these zombies that he ended up creating. He ended up creating by him touching people. And nobody figures it out. No one figures it out until it's too late. And then we honestly just hope that this guy dies so that way he can stop infecting people. But even when they bury him, like, everybody has to give their last like kind of like, okay, he's resting and whatever, and they gotta touch him and they get infected and it starts all over again. So eventually, Mad Dog is a walking biohazard and starts infecting people by touch. Eventually, causing causing the town to become sick and zombie-like. And eventually causing a zombie war with whoever is left in the town. Could we type any better? A zombie war with, come on, with whoever is left in town. So people have to start, like, people are with their pitchforks and all kinds of other things. They're kind of like all kind of left to just kind of fend for themselves, like, in this part of town, because all these zombies, nobody had a clue of how to, like, where this zombie patient zero thing is coming from, but it's all like, man, it's just so like, oh, we don't know until just like eventually finally somebody freaking realizes that this guy like this guy is a walking glow in the dark whatever thing, because nobody turns the light off until the very end of the movie. And then all of a sudden we finally find that after this guy has been touching so many people, that this guy is a glow in the dark character. And then that's when they finally figure out that he is the one that has caused all these things by touching these people. And then eventually, like, the town is afraid that he's going to turn into one of these things, but he never does. But yeah, what a turnaround to just see eventually, like, how many people that this guy, like, touched and shook hands with and, like, had a good time with. And then eventually all these people became sick, and all these people became just like all these zombies, all of his friends, all of his family, all of his whoever. yeah, it'll be really interesting to just mathematically just like, yeah, to see this guy go through this, and you think nothing of it until the very end of the film, and then you realize that he's glowing in the dark, and that's, oh my god, why, like, and like, and every time like Mad Dog will be like talking to these people, and just like, oh yeah, so and so person is now infected. It's just like, well, hey, I just met her like 2 hours ago, or hey, I just talked to this person today, or hey, I just like this is really strange. Like every single person that I've met today, all of a sudden are turning into zombies, and they don't really quite put the math together, and until it's too late, and then like, yeah, this guy is just kind of just like a famous cop that everybody likes and enjoys, and has had a backstory about a mile long or whatever, and they never realize a zombie war between whoever's left in the city. So yeah, what kind of turnaround to just be like, okay, this isn't, yeah, this is another zombie movie, but like there is a patient zero, and you don't know until it's too late, which kind of makes it interesting and cool. Um, so yeah, uh, yeah, it's I don't know what to call this movie though. I don't know what to call this movie. Logan Lerman, yeah. Skylar Ashton. Uh, but yeah, like I don't know how I came up with that, but I love like movies that have like an origin of a patient zero, and then kind of work slowly but surely into like how like severely something happens and just takes over the town. Like that's so intriguing to me. That guy looks like a sheriff, or a person that could be a police guy. Um, Now we're gonna have like somebody that would look like a doctor. Yeah, let's use her. Or no, wait, let's go back. Uh, eh, well, I don't want to rewrite all that garbage out again. But you'll get the story. You'll know like what the story is, and then I can go with that anyways. That guy looks like Harry Potter. So, cause I was gonna go with star and a half people, because that's what you have to forcibly go with, because it's not a good movie if you don't. And then let's just pick her. Dang it! Oh, that great movie that I wrote out just went all to nothing. When walking down the street, you were stopped by a fortune teller. Do you want to see the future? Sure. Seems that you will become a famous producer. Now pay $1,000. Wow, what a way of future of seeing of stuff. Okay, let's kind of go past the day and just, yeah, post production. Let's go into that post production. Soundtrack, seems like we got some money to spend here. Yeah, I don't want to know about voodoo. Uh so the policeman. So I might have to like I don't want to edit anything, but because I don't know exactly what that movie was going, but I saw like some stuff or whatever. But anyways, my movie. The script is wonderful and whatever, but anyways, um, yeah, patient. God, God, what a small town or a small city. Uh, zombie cop. Zombie cop. You gotta throw the word zombie in everything. Um, police. Because it's got to be about a cop, and then it's got to be about zombies, and then it's got to be like about like patient zero or something like that. So police zero, police zero could be like zombie one, police zero. Because like police zero or police with a big O, and people like police O or police zero. What does that mean? Like police officer? Is it abbreviation for police officer? And it's like, no. Or officer zero. Officer zero. Officer. Zombie? Officer zero. Anyways, let's move on to. It's probably gotta be in blue, because a police officer usually wears blue. Not a light blue, though. Kind of. I guess there's only one blue, so let's go with that. Gets an award. Police officer that gets an award for infecting people. Uh. Hmm. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. Come on. Give me something to work with. Ooh. Something police related, but then zombie related. Gonna put some work into this one. Officers, and he has handcuffs. It's a little on the nose. Ooh, what if I put after the fact? I'll put some like Officer Zero. Officer Zero, the actual police car. That actually makes sense. I should probably put this in a green background though. I'm a little worried about going back now for things because what happened there. But I think I put this a green background from somewhere before when I did Carpool Killer. I don't remember any clue what the Carpool Killer was, but yeah, but it's about a policeman. We can almost go with this because with this like why would you handcuff? Oh, maybe that like ooh maybe the handcuffs are for this guy so they don't touch people. Officer Zero. Or yeah, so maybe these people eventually handcuff this police officer once they find out he's going in the dark, and then he has to try to, for the rest of the movie, kind of survive with him being handcuffed. Yeah, because they're unsure. Ooh, there's some legs under this. There's some legs under this. Okay, so now we're just gonna skip into this day. Someone named Dr. Phil called you out for an interview. Will you come there? Sure, why not? You got 17 new fans because of the interview. Oh, thank God, Dr. Phil wanted to do an interview. Yeah, I'm gonna do an interview on you. I don't know why, but the film is ready. Yeah. Officer Zero, please. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. spent all that time writing the movie to end up like having to go with some other silly thing. But you guys got the idea down. Next. Well, it could be worse. The film needs morals. The universe is a bit plain. The plot wasn't worked on well. Whatever. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah. And I completed and I got money. So, yeah. What theme should I do next? And hopefully I don't mess up like I did before. Western fantasy. I can actually get some legitimate money now for yeah. Sci-fi. I don't like sci-fi because it has a lot of space stuff going on. It has a lot of space stuff. Oh, I almost could have like called that just a detective movie. But I found horror right away, so anyways. Uh Horror 100%. Comics 16 plus, musical, comedy, adventure 37%. Adventure usually has some pretty good scripts, so I might have to go with adventure because they usually have pretty good scripts in that one compared to other things. So what was god dang it? Every time 16 plus adventure. Okay. So I got to do this 16 plus adventure. But yeah, Adventure usually has some pretty good scripts, and then I can go off of that. Adventure, there we go. There we go. Time to pause for the thumbnail. Anyways. Script is probably going to be 4. Makeup's probably going to be 3. Graphics is probably going to be 5, and then music's going to be 4. Yeah, I'm putting a little bit of Kishola into other things. All right. Let's do this. Green, pink, green. This one, that one. There, and there, and there, and there. I just need to break up the monotony of consistently doing one job frequently. Because like some of them I just need a change of pace, do something different. Even though I get less money, still it's just all right. So now I think I can buy some upgrades. Hopefully I can buy some upgrades. I can buy lighting. And that's about it. So I can buy lighting. Woo! Yay! Lighting is a little bit better. Okay. So now writing the scripts. So I guess we'll just go to the next day. You were asked to come to the Today Show as an expert. Ooh, as an expert? Do you want to come? Sure, why not? You got 18 new fans because of that. Just go on Today Show and supposedly I'm an expert. Maybe at movie knowledge? That's the only thing I can think of. Writing the script, well, Mad Dog was the first guy, so I'm going to make a gal this time around. Her name is going to be Yennefer. Hoslin. Yennefer Hoslin. So I'm gonna make this one to make it sound like a person, like normally like Jennifer and like Jocelyn or whatever, or Hoslin or whatever. Like normally that would be a normal name. So I'm gonna go with something like off the beaten path of a normal name that comes up. So these are the things that I went with. Yennefer Hoslin. You have started writing a script. Yes, I did that. It was magically delicious. Alright, so now we're going to go and do the shape thing again. Purple, purple, purple. And hopefully this time I will remember what all the shapes were. Purple. Purple? Okay, maybe I got the last ones confused. Yeah, correct. That's what she said. Pink, purple, purple. Pink, purple, purple. Yeah. Pink, purple. Yeah, that was good. Pink, green, green. Pink, green, green. Circle, circle, square. Or triangle. Yeah, pink. Dang it. Yeah. Green, pink, green. Green, pink. Yeah, that one was easier. They gave me half of it right away. Why don't you do that all the time? Okay. Script is good. We're not going to take that because we want a wonderful script. We want a wonderful script. This is not a script. Okay. A beauty named Yennefer. Let's just say a Yennefer is from the kind of immortals? No. A young princess? No. Two best agents, Yennefer Hoslin and CIA Ilya Buryakin, are trying to kill each other at the first meeting, but without any success. At the second meeting, they are already forced to cooperate, as a powerful criminal group has created nuclear weapons and they must be stopped. Really? That is the most boringest script I've ever scripted in my life. When at treasure hunt, Yennefer stole a ritual sword in Africa and became the Thundercats, evidently. She did not expect this to be the beginning of a dangerous adventure. No. This feels like Indiana Jones. This feels like Indiana Jones, people. We're Jonesing to not do that. Come on, give me a wonderful script. Give me a wonderful script. Okay. A girl named Yennefer falls on a mysterious island of Quid, which is visible on any map. Or which is not visible on any map. Where did she, did she end up going to Wakanda and didn't realize it? Its inhabitants go under the numbers. They can't make noise and laugh because it irritates Russ, whoever Russ is, a huge octopus that lives in the underground caves. But there is an ancient legend about a young girl from another world who will free the inhabitants from the terrible oppression. Okay, let's get this straight. They said a girl from another world. They're inside this same world together. What, did she go into another dimension or another? Did she go to the Bermuda Triangle? Is that what we're trying to say here? I'd rather much say she's in the Bermuda Triangle, and then but if anything, this really feels much more like Godzilla for some bizarre reason. There's something there, but I don't know, it's a lot of work for this script. A lot of work for this. Come on. Yeah, this is the same freaking script. Come on. And same exact script, come on. A Honduran native named Yennefer reunites with her father to fulfill her dream of living in the U.S., moving to Mexico. is the first step in an important journey full of unexpected events. That sounded like the most generic movie I've ever heard in my life, and this is the agent thing where they gotta cooperate. And we just went through that. And this. And this. Accidentally finding a board game with a strange name, Clemendanzi, whatever the heck. Yennefer, not knowing about the supernatural properties, is transferred to the jungle for many years. This is basically Jumanji. Yeah, this is basically Jumanji, except for the not the Dwayne the Rock Johnson one. It's the Robin Williams one. For many years, she wandered in the other world, as long as two unsuspected adolescents didn't find a game and blah blah. Yeah, this is Jumanji. It's Jumanji. A beauty. Yeah, we read this. It's stupid immortal movie. God, why do you just reappear the same freaking script? And this is a good script. Come on. Suffers the loss of her father. Why do they have to have like losses of a father or something? The main character Yennefer suffers the loss of her father. Daughter wants to learn as much as possible about his life, gathering together numerous legends and myths surrounding his. Yeah, I think I did this movie once before, and I have a good movie again. Why do you keep giving me the same? Just give me something different. Give me. I'll have to work with something then. Girl name falls on it. Yeah, I guess we're gonna work with this one. It's definitely not gonna be a gigantic. I think there's something to work with here, but I'm not working with a gigantic octopus. There's no octopus coming in this movie. It's not gonna happen. A girl named Yennefer falls on a mysterious island. Island called the Bermuda Triangle. Maybe people have heard of it. Triangle, which is not visible on any map. Of course not, because it's a Bermuda Triangle. This is a island where nothing dies. Lives hundreds of years and people never seem to want to leave. Yeah, it's kind of like some bizarre voodoo that this island has, to where like people are just, well, why haven't you ever like left this island? And a lot of people are like, well, strangely, I've never thought about it. But like when like this person is just like, well, like how about we just how about we try to leave? And like all the people that have been there for a long time, it just feels like when these people have like kind of just like, well, I'll just take a day. I'll just take a day to just kind of like be on this island, and then like I will eventually get out of here. Like a day just becomes a week, and a week becomes a year, and a year becomes 3 years, and then they just like the island has some voodoo over them to where they just like the more and more that the longer that they stay, the more that they just want to completely stay on the island to where they just don't want to leave. Hence why you barely see anybody coming back from the Bermuda Triangle because like people who get into this Bermuda Triangle, it has some magical voodoo. The longer you're there, the more you don't want to leave. But Yennefer's character is a person that does want to leave and leave right away because she has other important things going on, um, and what have you. But meeting all these people, she is just kind of like what is this environment? Like there's stuff from um, like there's birds, there's trees, there's like extinct animals in this island that you have never that have gone extinct for so ever long. There's dinosaurish like cave people that have adapted over time to being on this island. Like there's dinosaurish beings that have just kind of like landed on this island and eventually found some food source, and then again of the voodoo of the island keeps them on there. So yeah, like you get this almost like uh, for like comic book people, it's basically like the Savage Land, where just there's just a random batch of just like stuff that has been throughout our history of time that has just like found its way onto this Bermuda Triangle. And again, uh, the hours and minutes or whatever that you stay here, you don't want to leave. Um, because the island has this voodoo magic on it. So, uh, seem to not want to leave. Because of voodoo island magic. Um, the longer she stays, this island becomes more dangerous. Because some people have lived a very long time and kind of really have like they know what they're doing, they know how to survive in this place that they lived for a very long time, but this girl is brand new to all this, so she doesn't know what's going on. So um um dangerous on this island of history. Yeah, our history that she doesn't quite understand. And everything is dangerous there because she's not used to all this stuff like happening, going on, and whatever. And yeah, and the island once you stay, yeah. So, um, Yennefer is desperate to leave, but the island has its own opinion. Yeah. Like the island is swaying people to just keep her here and everything. Like the island like has its own like I guess you could say personality and whatever. So yeah. Um like the Bermuda Triangle. What a place. Next. Yeah, let's choose her. Let's just choose anybody because it doesn't matter. Because whoever's on the island is whoever she meets. So yeah, let's kind of fast forward. New music album of favorite musicians came out. You spent 3,000, almost $4,000 on music. Wow, great. Well, that money you could question was well spent or not. Yeah, let's get out of that. Music. Yeah, we'll just spend $1,000. What is a movie gonna be? We can't exactly call it. Instead of calling it the Island of Mystery, we can call it the Island of History. Because, like I said, like the or the yeah, the Island of History. I guess I don't know the island. Like, there's nothing that like. There's nothing. Yeah, the Island of History. Cause yeah, nothing dies in this island. Everything lives forever. Like these people don't age once they get to this island. The Island of History. Yeah. Great. What is? Mmm. Green, I guess. The Island of History. And it's not on a map. It's not on a map. Joke around that it's not on a map. Man, I'm thinking that map is the only thing that's probably gonna work. Treasure map. Man, they gotta do some different. They gotta update this. Man, people are excited. People are watching it, but you gotta update the visuals, man. You gotta eventually. This game's been out for a while, I guess. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know how. Like, I guess if you kill something, then it dies. But hmm, I guess that might work. That might work. We are fast tracking a lot of this, but oh man, it's almost evening up. It's almost evening up. Almost even. 54%. Well, it could be worse. Yeah, you, I think, had the same freaking, well, not bad. Didn't understand a single thing, but I liked it. I've seen better films. Well, White Vader. White Vader, I like that. I got another 1,000 fans. I completed the award. I got almost $1,500 dollarinos. Um, so yeah, I think that is all for this video. I enjoyed the things that I did. It was kind of fun to come up with these stories as per usual. So I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.